Currently, our students are running a student-led project, and their driving question is, how do you measure success as a musician? And we had discussions in regards to breaking the mould of being successful is being Mariah Carey, and being successful is being the next, The Weeknd. And it can just be you feel that you've reached your success because you're gigging every weekend at a pub and somebody's listening to your music. So what would be really interesting for our research is, what do each one of you regard as success? A success to yourself?
It's a tough question. I don't think that most people feel like they've made it or that you're successful. I know that, I know people who've won a Grammy who, are still now working harder because 2 Grammys is more successful than 1 Grammy. So, it's like the ladder never stops. It's until you're like too old or too disinterested to carry on. I would imagine that The Weeknd feels like he's somewhere in the middle of his career trajectory. I don't think he would think he's made it. He's certainly successful. So obviously being able to hit the milestones, like I can buy my own house, I have a nice car, and I definitely have food for the next couple of years. That's successful on some levels for sure. It just depends on your own personal, goal. I certainly don't feel like I've made it or like I'm successful at all. I feel like I'm still at the baby stages of where I need to get to.
Yeah, all of the above. There's so many highs and there's so many lows. And I think that in a really serious way, you've got to think about success and how much you care about it being internal or external, because, as Rob said, you can have so much money and accolades and everything and still be so unhappy. So I know that you probably, when I was younger, I didn't really care about that, but as I have gotten older, it's so much easier to deal with the highs and the lows if you're just cool with yourself, if you're actually, as silly as it sounds, happy with yourself, and that's a decision you can make. You can also work on it like a muscle. I've done so much reading and meditation and all of that kind of stuff, and as hippie as it sounds, it helps so much with the lows.